nothing can change who I am. Lord, help me to feel completely what you say is true about me. I am a child of God, hallelujah, forever known and loved, hallelujah. Every word you speak is my reality. I am a child of God, hallelujah, hallelujah. You say that I'm loved beyond measure. You say that your grace can't be lost. My wrongs for your right. You ransom my life. You spoke with your blood on the cross. Oh, I am a child of God. Hallelujah. Forever known and loved. Hallelujah. Every word you speak is my reality. I am a child of God. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. The enemy might be loud, but he has no say. The enemy thinks he won, but there is no way. That all of my hope, my strength is found in Yahweh. One with Christ, I'm a child of God. The enemy might be loud, but he has
There we go. Well, good afternoon, everyone. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, good. Good. Way to go, boys. That's good. Okay. It's really great to see you all this evening. My name is There we go. Okay. My name's Colton Witt. I do a lot of social media that at Elite, and we're super pumped to celebrate these guys tonight. Are you guys pumped to celebrate them? That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Guys, some pretty good energy. Now, here's the thing, okay? I know y'all really love these guys a whole lot, and I want y'all to make them feel really loved right now, because what they're about to do is they're about to come down this ramp, and so I want everybody to stand up together. Can we do that? Let's all stand to our feet. I want y'all to get hyped, okay? I want y'all to get just fired up for them, okay? So with that being said, please welcome Class 27 of the Elite Lineman Training Institute. That's pretty good. Some good energy. What's up? Hello. We'll let everybody get in here. Here's our staff coming on in. So, guys, here's the thing. To start things off, I'm going to just start us off with a word of prayer. So if y'all just bow your heads and we'll get things going, okay? Dear Lord, I love you. I just thank you just for how good of a God you are. I thank you for just this whole group. I thank you for these guys and just all the effort, all the work that they put into this, the dedication, the way they came together, all the good things that you did in this class. We thank you for that. We thank you for their families, and we thank you just for the opportunity to have a great time celebrating these guys tonight. We love you, Lord, and we thank you so much for all you do. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Okay. Now, beside me is Blake Baldridge. Blake is one of our instructors. We're going to do some something in a minute. Well, you got a little taste of it if you were at the rodeo today where we did a funny superlative for James Hallmacher. We'll talk a little bit more about those in a minute. Before we do, I just want to do a couple things, and then we'll get started. First off, I just want to shout out a couple people, or more than a couple people, a couple groups. First off, in the back, those two fellas on the left and right, raise them hands high. They got Bibles in their hands. Those are the Gideons, hotel Bible people. You know what I'm talking about? Robert Hall, Jerry Smith, they have got Bibles for every single one of you guys. So make sure and stop by them and get a Bible from them. Give them a big hand for doing that. Over here, they got a shout out. You saw them earlier today. If you weren't at the rodeo, I'm going to get our friends from Buckingham. You don't have to stand, just raise your hands real high. There they are. We got Danny Siva, Paul Meacha. They have made their way up here to be with us today, and they do a lot to help the school, and obviously all the gear you saw those guys climb with, Buckingham gear. So y'all give them a big hand one more time. One thing that I want to say before we really get rolling into the superlatives, there's been, here's a different mic. Let's try this one. So basically, I've been here through a lot of classes. I've got to get a lot of these graduations ready. What we're going to do in a minute, it's called funny superlatives. Like, you were in school, most likely to succeed, class clown, except we do a joke, an inside joke on these guys, and we tell you the story, and we just have fun laughing with that guy, about that student. Well, how we come up with those superlatives is we get them in a room, and they're usually there with me or sometimes an instructor, and we're just coming up with ideas and trying to run through. And in past classes, I'll tell them, listen, you can't find the line unless you're willing to play around with the line in the room, and they'll say stuff in there that we cannot say at graduation. And the thing that I would tell you is a lot of these classes in the past, when we would come up with these superlatives, some of them would talk smack about their classmates, and they meant it, and they didn't like their fellow classmates. But I did not get the sense from these guys. Even if they talk smack about a guy, the next thing they would say, he's a great guy, though. I really like him. That's not every class. The thing about that is, one of the things that's really pressed on really hard is team. We really want these guys to be a team, to support each other, to be the brother's keeper, that idea, right? And they're that. They're that. They are a team. They support each other. And one more thing that kind of epitomizes, that's a big word, epitomizes that is one thing that I heard they're doing that I was like, gosh, how thoughtful. They talked about an idea about some of those guys. I mean, they're from all over. New York, there's Oregon, there's, we've had Pennsylvania, we've had like 30-something states come through this program. But some of those, one of the New York guys, Devin was the one telling me about this. They're making a book, and in this book, they're writing names and phone numbers and where they're from for future students that come through Elite. Therefore, if they want to go back home but they don't know anybody, they can contact a former classmate that can help them out. That says a lot about the character of this class. Y'all give them a big hand for being those kind of people. We are very proud of them. So with that being said, let's poke some fun at them. So, are y'all ready?
Let's hang on a minute. Let's get all the students that are right here in these rows. Let's get over here in this front rows right here.
Was that communicated?
Yes. Right here.
You're nervous? I understand. So we're going to go ahead and get this show on the road. Is everybody ready? Let's do it. Okay. So this first story, this particular student, when we were talking about this guy in the room, they were talking about how he's inspiring, but he's not necessarily trying to be inspiring, but he's just inspiring. And there was one particular instance where I don't know, maybe he forgot to do something or had to go back and do something. Hey, will you go fix that on that transformer, or you get that hand line down or something like that? Instructor say it to him. And then one of the classmates said, he said, why me? Why not me? And then he went up and did it. So most likely to be the most unintentionally inspiring person at Elite, Fernando Mendiola.
God for giving me this opportunity to complete this program. I've met a lot of great people, a lot of great classmates. I had some great instructors who guided me through this program and helped me learn a lot and are helping me make this next step into getting a job and pursuing a career in this industry. And well, thank everybody for showing up.
All right, this next guy, I've never been envious of a student before, but this guy's had some of the best hair that I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm going to take my hat off and show you why I'm envious of his hair. That's why I grow the beard. But me and him was talking in the pole circle one day, and somebody would give him a nickname about his hair, and I called him my Mexican Thor. I think we have a picture of it. So, most likely to be the Mexican Thor, Tristan Espinoza. Watch him shake it. Congratulations.
Just want to say thank you to everyone, came in this class. I was a shy guy. Y'all changed me, and I'm deeply appreciative of it. Just want to say thank you to the Elite instructors for helping me with completing this program. Same with the CDL instructors and Elite staff. Everyone here is a very great person, and I'm deeply appreciative of all of you. And thank you.
Okay. So this next guy, we do interviews. I'm sure that you've seen, we put it on social media. I'm sure these guys have talked about it. It's a really big deal. We have these interview days. And they're legit interviews. There's a chance, they're kind of mock interviews, but they're real interviews. They're an opportunity for them to practice interviewing in front of an actual panel of people that come from this industry. And then, they actually could get a job from it if they do a good enough job, or if they really impress somebody in that interview. So in the interviews, some of us, the staff, will help with the interviews, and one particular individual who is not here to basically defend himself, or I don't know, not defend himself, talk about this, is Josh Collins, who basically he tells a story from this interview that was really great. And there's a guy in this class that he's an awesome guy. I think he's a great guy. And as far as his personality, he's not like a golden retriever, but he's not like a turtle. He's not super shy either. He's just normal guy, good guy. But in his interview, he said he was enthusiastic. So most likely to be enthusiastic, Eli Key.
well, that speech went right out the window. I just want to say thank you. Sorry, I'm a little short. Thank you to all the staff. It's gonna be short and bittersweet, but thank you, staff, to everybody, even the instructors, for helping me out, getting me through my biggest struggles. I mean, seriously, one of my biggest struggles that I've ever had in my life. From climbing up the 35-foot pole. I mean, that was a struggle. I just want to say thank you to the office staff and Josh, in particular. Thank you all. You guys have been great and helpful. I just want to say also, you know what, I lost my thing, whatever. I just want to say thank you all, and thank you all for coming and spending the time with me.
This next guy we're going to talk about, he's not like a know-it-all or a smart aleck. He just picks up on things pretty quick, and he likes to let you know about him picking up on things pretty quick. So I'm just going to go to it. Most likely to teach his lineman something new, Jackson Smith.
Thank you, Devin, for that. I know that was you. You told me that I know a little bit about everything, which is kind of a perk, but also a downside. But thank you, everyone, for coming and showing up and supporting me and the rest of my teammates. The only big regret I have with any of this is not necessarily getting a deeper connection with all of them. I didn't stay in housing, didn't get to spend as much time with them. Thank you to all the instructors. They've helped and created a bond with me to help me grow as a person. And thank you for the office staff. Y'all made everything run smoothly, helping me even without a direct impact on me. So thank you, everybody.
Okay. So this next guy, there's really not a big story here, but the guys noticed that he uses some big words sometimes, like, and I'm going to list off some of these big words that he has said: copious, studious, and lackadaisical. With that being said, most likely to use big words, Jared Hornsby.
But can you spell them?
I can. No, sir. All right. A little taller. I just want to thank, first and foremost, my family for all the support they've given me. I want to thank all of the teachers and staff for all the time that they've spent with us and on us, teaching us everything we need to know. And first and foremost, I want to thank all of my classmates for all the good times we've had, all the things we've learned, and all the time we spent together, and all the support that they've also given me. And I hope that everyone has a great night. Thank you.
Apparently, this next guy we got right here really, really loves to hunt turkeys. So I'm just going to go ahead and say, most likely to get caught hunting turkeys from a right-of-way, Cody Daniel.
I just want to say thank you to all my family and friends for coming out. Thank you to our instructors for spending time with us, building a special bond. Thank you to all the staff members that helped us out. It means a lot to us. Just thank everybody for showing up. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. So, anybody in here ever played Minecraft? Don't be ashamed. Nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing to be ashamed of. It's a great game. They're not being honest? Yeah. Yeah, there's more than just those few hands. But anyways, Minecraft's great. Now, if you've ever played Minecraft, you know everybody's real blocky, and they kind of look blocky. This person already knows who they are. Let's go ahead and show the picture. This is Steve from Minecraft. So hold on. Just leave it up there for a little bit. Most likely to look like a Minecraft character, Chase Spiegel.
My big old square head I got, rectangle. I just want to say thank you for my mom and dad and Jesse, Nicole, and Alec for pushing me to come down here to Elite and South to even get into the lineman crew. Yeah, that's that. I really want to say thank you for the Elite staff and the instructors and everybody. They've been such open hands down here. You don't really get that from the north. Everyone's a little closed and not so nice. But especially for the group I worked with the past 8 weeks, hopefully I be friends with them forever. It's awesome. Thank you.
Remember, we had nothing to do with these right here. Anybody in here watch Phineas and Ferb, the cartoon? I don't know which one of y'all done this to this guy, but I didn't do this. Go ahead and show the picture. Most likely to be Ferb, Jack Comer.
Guys, you're getting to the good ones now, huh? I just want to say thank you to this whole Elite team and the guys that I got to go through this class with. This truly has been an experience for me, so thank you guys.
Okay, so this guy, he's come through this program. He's working to be a lineman, but that's his. Like, we talked about Minecraft a second ago, right? That's a video game. So let's think about this as a video game. The main goal is to become a lineman. But if you've ever played a video game, there are side quests in the game, and it's not the main thing. But you can go do this other thing and then get back to the main game. And this guy does a lot of side quests, in particular with running. He has run marathons. He's run like 30-something mile races. He's getting ready to run a 100-mile race in like the heat in Texas. And so he's doing that too. So most likely to go on a side quest, Jackson Turman.
So I really just want to say thank you to everyone that showed up and all the guys that have helped me through this program. It really means a lot to know I got all you guys. And I really hope all y'all succeed with trying to become a lineman in the end. And I just want to say thank you to all the staff and all the instructors for helping us out. And thank you.
When we're in the pole circle, we like to make these guys pass a basketball around circle or pole to pole in the circle, and if they drop it, we make them all climb down. They have to figure out how to get that basketball back up to the top of the pole. So they look like me with a basketball in their shirts, you know. So I think we got a video of this one right here too. This guy, he made a big catch to save everybody from having to climb. So if we go ahead and watch that video. So most likely to make a game-winning catch to save the season, Brandon Ramirez Gabriel.
Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I'd like to thank God for giving me this opportunity to finally do something big with my life. I'd like to thank my family for always being there for me when I needed them most. I'd like to thank all the elite staff, the instructors, everybody for literally becoming like my second family. All you guys around here, I mean, I don't know if y'all ever got to know this from me, but me coming from an all-sister family, I got no brothers. So, you know, every night I'd wake up and be like, I get to see my brothers today, get to work with them. It means a lot, guys. Wish y'all the best luck. This ain't a goodbye for now. Just see you later. I'll see you later, guys.
Okay, so this next guy, I'm about to show y'all a little 30-second video clip that's, I think, pretty darn cool. And this guy was a part of the first group doing superlatives with us, and he let out this fact about himself, and he just brought it up. He wasn't trying to just like tell us about it. And this guy was like a YouTuber, like with his dad and his uncle. And in this guy with his YouTube channel, it was a lot about history, but it was Legos. So the guy is passionate about Legos and history. And if you know what stop motion, y'all know stop motion animation, right? Like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, like the claymation stuff is that kind of idea. But people do stop motion animation with Legos, right? So they take a bunch of pictures and turn it into a video. And he did that on this channel. They had over 200,000 subscribers on this channel. This guy is only like 18 or 19 right now. And this video I'm about to show you is from 10 years ago, had 22 million views. So we're just going to watch a little bit of this. This is about 30 seconds. Okay, so it's pretty cool, right? That's pretty neat. So, but if you ever go, it's called Bricktators. If you go look at that channel, it's not just World War II. It's like I mean, we're talking like Napoleon or like medieval stuff. There's all kind, and they're all based on actual battles. So, most likely to read history books in his free time, Carter Montgomery.
really short 11 weeks. 11 weeks I wish we could start all over again. Got a lot of bonds with these guys. And yesterday we did a thing. We wrote on the wall our mission statements, and we signed each other's hard hats. And I don't know if anybody noticed, but I was crying as we left because how much I love all you guys. You're my brothers. And I want to thank all of y'all for y'all's support, being there for me every day. I want to thank specifically the guys in Group 2. We had some fun times. And I want to thank all my instructors. Thank the CDL staff for getting me through, getting me my Class A CDL. And I want to thank the elite staff. And that's all I got to say. Thank y'all.
This next guy, it's so obvious now that I read this on this piece of paper, but I never noticed it before. This dude looks just like J.D. Vance. I mean, I can't unsee it now. It's just like there. So most likely to be a vice president, Andy Davis. Y'all see it? I mean, come on, look at him.
I want to say thanks to my parents for supporting me through everything. Thanks to the elite staff. They're really the best at what they do. Thanks for all these guys. You guys have become brothers, and this place has been really special to me. So thank you.
This next one's a doozy, so let's just get into it. So, anybody taking any selfies recently? Anybody? Calm down, fellas. Anybody take it? Well, I don't know. I can't think of the last time I took a selfie, but you know, like some people take selfies more than others. This guy's taken some. We have a collection of some of his selfies. Now, before we get into the selfies, I'm just going to read the superlative. I'm not going to ask him to come up, and then we'll read it one more time, and then we'll have him say his thing. So, most likely to take a selfie from the same angle every time. And let's go ahead and look at some of these selfies. There's the first one. Let's go to the next one. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. And look at the best one. Look at that. From the 70s. So, most likely to take a selfie from the same angle every time, Sawyer Jones.
Well, it's kind of hard to follow that with this speech, but I guess I'll say it. With this chapter of my life coming to an end, a new one must begin. But before this ends, let me say it's been the most impactful and meaningful chapter of my life. I've learned more about myself and line work, and just overall just how to be a person and be a man. Thank you to everyone that was part of this chapter of my life, and love y'all boys. Good night.
I remember meeting this next young man on orientation day 11 weeks ago, and he said something when we were introducing ourselves in the classroom. And if y'all were part of the orientation, everybody's bashful and kind of shy, but this dude stood up and said he loved the Lord. And I was like, man, that's a pretty good dude right there. It just caught my attention. So most likely to be a Southern Baptist preacher, Branson Wilkie.
A little nerve-wracking up here, a lot of people. I do want to clarify, that says Ringgold, Georgia. I am not a Georgia boy. Go Vols.
And I was not homeschooled either. That was just my senior year. Just clarify that. But yeah, this is just really full circle for me because I can remember just last year, just watching these graduation videos, watching all the really good things people had to say about this place. And if I'm being honest, I thought it was too good to be true. But what Waylon did, leaving Georgia Power and taking a leap of faith to start this place, I mean, that's huge. That's really huge, not knowing what could really happen. But I can tell you it was definitely the right decision. This place has changed my life in ways I could have never imagined. But I do appreciate that, Waylon. And since y'all said I was a preacher, I'm going to read a little scripture. This is Matthew 6, verse 19 through 21. Do not lay up for yourselves treasures on earth where moth and rust destroy and where thieves break in and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven where neither moth nor rust destroys and where thieves do not break in and steal. For where your treasure is, your heart will be also. Last week, Blake told us, you know, we're going to be making, if you get a job, a good chance you're going to be making more money than you ever have. But money ain't going to buy you happiness. It might buy you a boat and a truck to pull it, but it ain't going to buy happiness. Only Jesus can do that, you know. Think about where you're going when you leave this earth. Lay those treasures up in heaven. Create a relationship with the Lord. I love each and every one of you, and thank you.
That's great. It's a pretty awesome segue into this next guy, and I'll talk more about that in a second. But we'll go ahead and do a superlative first. So this guy, there's not really a big story here. He just calls people twin. You know, some people say bro, cuz, I don't know, man, dude. He says twin. So sup twin, you know, something like that. So most likely to call everyone twin, Alex Delgado. Now, before Alex talks, I just want to say one thing. Now, Waylon touched on what happened with Alex this afternoon at the rodeo, and I just want to say one thing before Alex starts. Alex came to me at the rodeo, and I thought, this is amazing that he did this. He asked if he could share a picture. I didn't get the video in. I did just get the picture, but he asked if he could get a picture of what happened to him in the slideshow at graduation. He's going to show that. He's going to talk about it because this is a moment that, obviously he experienced and wants to share about. So here's Alex.
First and foremost, I want to give all the glory and praise to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without him, I would not be standing here in this exact spot. And at first, I only meant this figuratively because the amount of times I wanted to quit was a lot. And the Lord's word really helped me get through these 11 weeks by just calming me and motivating me to face my fears. But now I mean it literally because as some of you may know already from earlier at the rodeo, and for those who don't know, I was involved in a horrible car accident because of speeding at around 3 p.m. yesterday. And I'm willing to be vulnerable to share this because and I'm willing to be vulnerable to share this because I don't want anyone to go through what I went through in those couple of seconds of being flipped upside down and rolling my car more than 6 times because that was the most scariest moment. that was the most scariest moment of my life, without a doubt. All I remember is just hitting the car in front of me and sliding down the interstate, being upside down, and seeing pitch black with all the fiery sparks in front of my face. I hate thinking about this because it still scares me and shocks me how I'm even here without any broken bones, bruises, having someone's death on my conscience, or even worse, being dead. But the truth is, yes, the seatbelt saved my life, but I believe 100% in my heart that someone way powerful above us all and such a loving God saved my life yesterday, because He's given me a huge second chance at life. I definitely learned my lesson, and hope that anyone that does speed or cut up in traffic can stop to this day, because I hope that this testimony of my life almost ending within the blink of an eye, literally barely almost over 24 hours ago, I hope that y'all can stop doing that, because it really took for me until almost dying to stop. God's grace is sufficient, and His unfailing love will forever be better than any materialistic thing in this world. And I'm just so beyond blessed to be here right now, sharing my story. And I do want to shout out and thank my woo, Gage Autry, and my brother Mitchell Lewis, for being there at my accident to make sure I was okay. And I'm sorry for scaring y'all like that, especially you, Gage, because I know you thought that you were going to have to pull me out deceased, but I'm here thanks to the Lord. I also want to thank Ira for visiting me at the hospital on behalf of all the staff and my classmates and the instructors. So I'm just extremely thankful and blessed to have all y'all in my life, and thank y'all for the prayers. It truly means a lot. I want to thank my family for supporting me with everything that I do and for being there for me for everything in my life. Last but not least, I want to thank my twin, my brother in Christ, Branson, for all the help he's provided for me, for being patient with me at the studio a lot and staying back to help me with my maneuvers, because I could not back up the trailer to save my life. If it wasn't for him, I don't even know if I'd even have my CDL, just to be real. And yeah, thank y'all.
When we're in the pole circle, I hear these guys talking. They're talking to amongst themselves and this, that, and the other. And they get in these little groups. And we had a little group that was talking about how country they were. All I could hear is, I shoot a 30-06. My truck's got 37s on it. All this crap. So this guy right here, I heard him a lot, too. And I truly believe it. I don't know if he does, but I believe it. Most likely to live in the suburbs, gaining bonds.
The suburbs. I tell you, I'm country as cornbread. First off, on a real note, all glory to God. You know, what a lot of times we forget how small we are, and that without God, we cannot do anything. We are nothing without God. On a second note, I want to thank my parents. My parents have had a huge impact on my life. They are the reason that I am who I am today. And I can't thank y'all enough, and I love y'all. I want to thank my friends, too. 11 weeks ago, I was terrified. I was scared, didn't know anybody, and I would start it over tomorrow if I could. The only downside I would consider tonight is that all these familiar faces that I got to remember over 11 weeks, you know, after we walk through these doors, there's a good chance I will never see y'all's face again. So I will keep in touch with y'all, but there's a really good chance I will never see some of y'all again, and that's the only thing that sucks after tonight. But I wish y'all the very best. I thank all the staff. They do an amazing job. Character development, they have helped me out a lot. I feel like a completely different person, and my ways have changed completely. 11 weeks ago, I was a totally different person, and I am proud of who I am today. But I want to thank everybody who came out tonight, and I hope y'all get home safe. For everybody going home tomorrow, safe travels. Thank y'all.
Forgot. It's me. Okay, so this next guy, when we were talking about this guy coming up with superlatives, one thing that everybody has quirks. This guy's quirk is he eats chicken and rice for like every single meal. That's what they told me. And he smiles a lot. So, most likely to smile like it's his first time eating chicken and rice. It never is. Ethan Frost.
I just want to thank everybody that supported me here, my family, and everybody I met, pushed me to be better. I want to thank everybody in Duplex D. They were the best people I ever met, and I hope everyone does great in this line of work, and I can't wait to keep in touch with y'all. Thank y'all.
This next guy we got, he's got one of the, if y'all looked at his mustache tonight, he's got a kick butt mustache going on tonight. I mean, it's pretty legit. So I think we got a picture of this guy. Most likely to be in a posse in a Western, Cole Hess.
I just want to say thank you to my family and all the elite staff for supporting me through this journey, and thank you for everybody coming out tonight. Thank you for the Goat House 301D, and thank you all for coming out.
Okay, so this next guy, he's a great guy. When we were talking about him, they kept saying, man, that guy's feels like a NASCAR driver. I feel like I could see him as a NASCAR driver, having a post-race interview after he just, crashed somebody into turn 3 and won the race. It's so we got a video of this guy, thanks to AI, just like the last one. Let's watch this quick little video of him as a NASCAR driver.
This is awesome. That Elite Lineman Training Institute Ford Mustang was just hooked up all day. We had speed right off the truck, stayed patient through that long green run, and my guys hit a money stop there at the end that got us the lead. Once we got clean air, she was gone.
Yeah. So anyways, I don't know if you can tell who that is. The students probably can, but most likely to be related to Dale Earnhardt, Mitchell Lewis.
All right, bear with me here. I'm a little nervous. I would like to start off by saying thank you to everyone who helped me to make this day possible. Thank you to all the office staff who's answered all my questions and phone calls to get me enrolled. Thank you to my parents who supported me and been the biggest cheering me on the whole way. My family being there and being my biggest fans. But most of all, thank you to Shane, Blake, and Ira for building a massive connection with me and helping me become a better person and building my faith in the Lord. This school is a part of me and will be for the rest of my life. and I have made friendships that feel like family from kids all over the country. I look forward to seeing y'all in Storm one day so we can continue our debate on whether the North or South is better. I have one last thing to say to all y'all boys. I'll meet y'all at the paint.
This next guy, there's just not a whole lot bad you can say about him. So I'm just going to say it. Most likely to never meet a stranger, Seth Naranjo, my bad.
I just want to say that on orientation day, I was very awkward and nervous, and this kind of came full circle. I'm standing here talking to everybody. I never thought I would build a relationship with y'all as much as I have, but I can say being here today, y'all are some of the best people I've ever met, some of the strongest relationships I've ever made. I just want to thank God. I want to thank my family, the elite staff. That's all I got. So.
Okay, so this next guy, there's not like a huge story here, but they said, man, he loves to thrift. He loves to go to thrift stores. He loves to go thrifting. He likes to wear clothes from the 90s and 2000s and stuff like that. So most likely to take the bucket truck to a thrift store. Talon Herndon.
I guess first thing I like to thank is the Lord, and then all my instructors and all the staff that helped us out. I was in a really dark place before this, and I just listened to the pastor, and just meeting all these great people as well. Really just, I don't know. I can't speak, excuse me. The friendships I made here were great, and hopefully I get to see y'all out in the Storm as well. And thank you.
This next guy, he's from New Jersey. He's very Italian looking. Very Italian looking. I'm not even going to say his last name, he's so Italian. Most likely to star in The Sopranos, Carlo.
Look at that picture.
First and foremost, I want to thank my family and friends for pushing me through this. I've had my ups and downs here, and I couldn't have, made it to this day without them. I want to say thank you to the elite instructors and elite staff, specifically Ira. Ira has been a true mirror of Jesus' love to me, and has reminded me how much you need Jesus' love in your life. That's another big thing that has pushed me through this school and got me through the toughest times. And of course, all my brothers down here in the front row. Couldn't have done it without you guys, your support. Again, specifically, Devin Blake and Damon Holland. I don't say it too much, but you guys are true role models to me and inspirations. But thank you guys. Thank you guys for all coming out, and thank you.
I believe this guy's in the housing. A lot of guys in the housing, the eating situation is different for different guys. Some guys, I don't know what all they do. I was out getting something from the grocery store one day, and I saw a bunch of them go into Subway after work. Sometimes they might do something like that, or they might go eat this or that. But this guy eats like a lot of hot dogs. It's a lot of I guess just stuff that you would find at like gas stations for like most every meal. So, which is fine. They get some good food at gas stations. Most likely at a grocery shop at gas stations. Cruz Ocampo.
That's an interesting thing to say. I'd like to thank everyone for coming here. I'd also like to thank the instructors for taking the time to teach us properly. And I'd like to say Group 4 is the best group I've ever been in. They're real nice and fun to be around, and I forgot the word. But they're really supportive too. Thank you.
This next guy, I'm going to have to pull Ira Perky up here with me just for a second. You're just going to have to limp your way up here. He's a little handicapped. He's going to walk like a 90-year-old man. He's going to be easy for a minute. It says right here on this piece of paper, most likely to be bullied by Ira. So I need him to tell me a story, and I don't have one, so he's going to tell it. Put him on the spot.
I have no clue what they're talking about. No clue.
Mess with him, you grab him, you do all kind of stuff,
I do that to all of them. Every one of you. Bradley, where you at? Stand up, Bradley. If I bullied you, did I bully you? Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I love you, brother.
Yeah, Ira's a little bit of a bully, I'll tell you that. I remember just being in the pole circle and him coming up and just kicking my feet off the pole, laughing at me when I gaffed out. It's all that. But anyways, I would like to thank, first off, my family. They've been my biggest supporters, even when I had no confidence. I'm from a small town in Alabama. Knew everybody in my town, and I was moving 3 hours away to meet 47 other kids. I had no idea who they were. Man, I was nervous. Orientation day, I was walking in, hoodie on, scared to death. Now, I look at all y'all like brothers now. I love each and every one of y'all. Especially Eli, man. Putting up with me. I hope to stay in contact with all of y'all. I'd like to thank all the instructors for just taking the time to come up here and do what they do. Waylon and David for just trying to make us better men. Just doing all that, man. I feel like I've taken so much from them. I feel like a better man. I'd like to thank the office staff for they helped me so much during my loan process. It was a long process. They helped me so much. They wanted me up here more than I wanted to be up here, if I'm going to be honest. And the CDL staff for giving me a second opportunity to take my test after I failed it the first time. Thank y'all.
So earlier we talked about video games. It's a way bigger thing, I think, these days than it maybe ever has been. And if you've ever, a lot of people in that kind of gaming world, they don't just, okay, I'm going to go get an Xbox. I'm going to go get a PlayStation in the store, and that's I'm going to play my video games. People are building computers, building big old setups. They have multiple monitors. They'll get racing simulators. They'll do all kinds of stuff. This guy had like a drifting simulator in his room, and he would like race, and they'd hear him, racing at the housing. But I think this was Damon that came up with this. It was hilarious. I thought it was so good. Most likely to have a six-pack on his thumbs. John Sam May.
Oh man, that's a lot of people. I'd like to thank first my mom for helping me to be able to be here. I'm very grateful to be here. I'd like to thank all the instructors, especially the CDL instructors, for putting up with me. I know there was one time I had to stay back and it was pretty bad. Thank y'all. I'd like to thank all the staff for doing everything in the background. They do a lot of work that nobody sees, so big shout out to them. And I'd like to thank David and Waylon for everything that they do too, especially with like all the character development. It was really helpful, I think, for a lot of guys. It was especially helpful for me. You don't think that you need that stuff, but the more you get into it, the better off you are, and it really brought a lot to light with me, especially for me. So I'm really grateful for those guys. And Blake and Ira, really thankful for them as instructors. There was a lot of times I thought about quitting, especially with the pole circle, but Ira kept coming over and he was like, "How you doing, man?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm good, dude." I'm good. But yeah, and I like to thank the Goat House too, and all those guys. Dude, it was a blast. Like every day was a blast coming home. It was super exciting every day. Didn't know what I was coming home to. So, and I'd like to thank all of the students individually. If any one of you guys would have been a different person, it would have been a completely different environment, a completely different day at school. So I'm just really grateful for each and every one of you. It was a really, really unique experience because of each of you guys. So, but yeah, thank you guys.
This next guy, and I just actually noticed this the other day, and I thought about it, and I was like, why is there a loaf of bread right here on this table? So most likely to have a loaf of bread with him at all times, Mark Tyson.
Have a little bit to say. I'll read it from my phone. Me coming to Elite was a bit nerve-wracking. I've never enjoyed the feeling of being gone, but this was different. The teachers and staff took us under their arms and wing as if we were their own. Some days were easy, some days were hard, but they were there for both. Through support and compassion, they pushed us all the way through to become who we are now, work-wise and character-wise, and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for my family, all the ups and downs and that's been going on, through love that they're still here. This walk hasn't been easy, but love creates the opportunity to continue forward. I'm thankful for my instructors, my staff, and my classmates. We've done nothing but uphold one another to the finish line. I'm proud of my guys, watching all y'all blossom. I'm proud of the staff and instructors for doing such a great thing for people to ascend their work ethic and spirituality. I'm proud of all of us for sticking it through to get to this point, and I really do appreciate my brothers and everyone in the circle to keep me uplifted through hard times that I've been dealing with. You guys are all positively powerful, and I hope y'all know that, and I love y'all. Thank you.
Okay, so this guy, and as you've been watching the graduation, I'm sure you've been looking up at the screen, and one of the things that you've probably seen when we show them and we show their name, and then we show their age, a lot of young guys in this group so far. Now, this guy isn't the oldest guy in the class, but he's one of the guys that that is, you know, he's one of the guys that guys look up to. And he laughs a lot, has all kinds of dad jokes for him. He looks out for everybody, and he has been described as a fun uncle. So with that being said, most likely to be an uncle, Junior Villarreal.
All right. I didn't think that was about me, but okay. I want to first thank my family and friends for being here. I want to thank all my classmates for helping me through this journey. I want to thank instructors, Ira, Blake, Shane, every day for helping me through a lot of challenges. This was one of the toughest things I've ever done in my life. I want to thank the CDL staff as well for teaching me how to drive a truck. I never thought I would be able to do that. And I want to thank the staff as well and Josh for doing a lot of things in the behind the scenes. They make things run great. Through the hiring process, they were so helpful with anything. And yeah, I want to make sure everybody knows that I'm very thankful for everybody here, and have a good night. Hope you guys get home safely, whoever's traveling really far. Hope you guys make it home, and I hope you guys, everyone here has a great career in this line of work, and I love you all. Thank you.
I don't know how many linemen we have out here in the crowd, but I know I've got some up here on the wall that I've worked with, and we can be a lot. We can be prima donnas, we can be babies, we can be a lot when we're out there working on these lines. So this guy right here is probably going to be able to deal with it. So most likely to be able to deal with a lineman because he taught middle school, Caden Barnett. I think he was a math teacher. Congratulations, young man. Thanks.
I want to start off by just thanking the elite team as a whole. Man, these guys are probably some of the most genuine people I've ever met. I truly don't believe, you could be a part of another team that cares about its students this much. I do want to give a little shout out to Ira. Those of you that don't know, he had some health issues come up shortly after we started. And I remember laying down and praying at night that the Lord would give him just enough strength to come to school, because I knew it wouldn't be the same without him there. And I'm pretty sure that's absolutely all he gave him, because that dude looked rough. But he was there. He was there. To the classmates, thank you guys so much. Man, you guys are awesome. Can't wait to see all your guys' success and hear about all you guys. So, love you guys.
Okay, so I've actually done this superlative before to pass graduation, but this guy, one of the things that's interesting for us is we see class after class after class. So we see all kinds of different people, different vehicles. And they come in with these huge trucks, these giant trucks. And, some of them really love their trucks. They are proud of them things. And I get it. I get it. They put a lot of time and energy. They're passionate about it. This guy was caught taking pictures of his truck in the parking lot. You know, so most likely to propose to his truck, Mason Dowdle.
Well, I ain't got too much to say, but I will say thank you to my family. Thank you to Hunter, Kenzie, Dalton, and Kylie. There's a couple of my family members that wasn't able to make it today, and I just keep them in my hearts. I just want to say thank you to all these guys. They mean the world to me. They like to clown on me for having an F-150, but, you know, that's all right. But I'm proud of all y'all. Y'all helped me through a lot. So thank y'all.
This next guy, I'm pretty hot-natured myself, but this next guy, he was extremely hot-natured. It would be snowing out there on us, and we're out there working, sleeting, snowing, wind blowing. He's out there in just a long-sleeve T-shirt. I'm freezing to death. So he was born in Alaska, and he'll tell you that. I mean, it's a cool place, but he'll tell you. So most likely to tell you where he's from immediately, Aiden McDonald.
I'm sweating right now.
I know you are. I'm sweating.
Blake, it's hot in here. There's a lot of people here. A lot of people back home told me, you know, I'd probably be stupid going to Georgia, just because I sweat a lot even at home. But you know, we all made it. We all stuck through it. So I want to thank all the office staff. It really helped everything run seamlessly, even behind the scenes. All the line instructors. Probably the greatest guys I know. All the CDL instructors, I've never driven a truck before, or a big truck before, so it was a big help with all that. I want to really thank Ira. He was the first man in my whole life to pull me aside and give me a good prayer when I was going through some stuff. So I also want to thank my parents. Some of y'all know my mom's been through a lot this last 3 months, so thank y'all for sticking with me. So, yeah, that's all. Thank y'all.
Oh, yeah, that's me. I forgot again. Oh, sorry. Okay, so this next guy, he used to work at Apple. That's the thing that he's known for. So he already knows who he is. And there's really not a whole lot there. He's been kind of IT a little bit for everybody because he worked at Apple. So with that being said, most likely to fix his foreman's phone, Michael Bowe.
I just want to say thank you to the staff. I know everyone's done that a lot, but each person that works here has a very unique role to the elite, and without them, we wouldn't be here doing what we're doing. They do a really great job with it, so I just want to say thank you. Thank you to our students, my classmates. Shout out to Group 4. So I just want to say thank you.
This next guy, I could never tell if he was happy, sad, mad. You just couldn't get nothing out of him expression-wise. So most likely to win the World Series of Poker with that poker face, Brian Rodriguez Zorzoza.
I want to take a moment to express my sincere gratitude to everyone who helped me reach this milestone. First and foremost, I have to thank God for giving me the strength and focus and safety to get throughout this journey. I truly believe I couldn't be standing here without that guidance. To my family, thank you for always being there to help me and being there for me. To my instructors, thank you for your patience and for always helping us and pushing us to get better. You taught me how to be a professional and how to stay safe. I appreciate you pushing me to be my best. And finally, a huge thank you to the office staff. You're the ones behind the scenes, making sure everything runs smoothly, from the paperwork to the scheduling. Your kindness and organization made this whole process possible. And also want to shout out to Group 4, the best group out there. And thank you.
Okay, so for this next guy, I'm going to get something to help me with this over here. I saw this stool. I'm going to utilize this for a minute. So I'm just going to get right here. So this is a story that came from Josh, our marketing leader. And Josh, this is also from interviews. And let me get to, I feel wrong on that side of the stage. But anyways, this particular student came into his interview, and this is what he did. I'm gonna show y'all an example of what he did. Now imagine this is a chair, not a stool. Comes to interview. So he got comfortable. So most likely to make himself at home in a job interview, Kelton Blazer.
That was a strong handshake.
Yes, I did actually do that. Well, I don't really got a whole lot to say, and I've kind of been kind of quiet throughout the school. But I just got to take a second here. First of all, I want to thank the entire Goat House 301D. I tell you what, those guys were always there for me. Devin, Damon, Cole Hess, and Andy. I mean, those guys, really pushed me through a lot of things. I just want to thank my family, my grandpa and my grandma for getting me down here. My girlfriend back at home, all of them were such a great supporter. My whole family was. And I really don't know, but I got to say one thing. God is good, and he pushed me through a lot of things as well, got me through a lot of things. I want to thank the entire staff, including Ira. I had a couple really impactful things happen in my life, and they were pretty hard to get through. So Ira was there, entire staff, and all my friends were here. And I ended up getting the nickname Bull Rider somehow. I don't know how that happened, but maybe it's because I rode bulls. I don't know. But that's besides the point. I just want to say that God is good, and he's always been there for me like everybody else has. And I just want to say thank you to everybody here tonight. That's all I got.
Going along with Bull Rider right here, this next guy apparently likes beef a lot. Like, I think it's all he eats, they say. So most likely to go through a whole cow in a week Sean Moore. And Sean here is our rodeo champion from earlier today. He's got his shiny belt buckle on right here.
Show the belt there, buddy. Show the belt buckle. Look at that.
11 weeks goes by very fast. I didn't think it was going to go by so quick when I first stepped into the room on orientation day, but I've found a deep connection with each and every one of y'all. Y'all are very impactful to me and my life. I will not forget y'all. I want to thank our staff and our instructors. I especially want to thank Blake. He's the reason why I'm going to work Monday, and I really appreciate that. I hope each and every one of y'all can find a piece of this career. Find yourself at a company, working hard, providing for your family. I have fell in love with this career field. It has become a deep part of my life, and I hope that each and every one of y'all can have a piece of that. Thank y'all.
Okay, so this next guy, he was one of the ones that helped us with some of these superlatives. And all they kept talking about was this guy has so many one-liners, so many sayings. And he's got catchphrases. And so basically, we've collected some of his catchphrases here. Most likely to be a talking action figure with catchphrases that include, shut it down, get that dog out of here, don't look at my head, what you doing over there works over here. Damon Holland.
All right, I think it's about time to shut this whole thing down. I'm a little nervous. I wanted to give a lot of credit to God. I don't think I would be up here. I don't think I would have got through this whole thing without him. I think I took an act of faith coming here at all, period. I didn't know how I was going to do it, and he helped me the whole time. And Ira particularly, me and some of the guys, we went to his church, and me and Chase Biggle, we actually ended up getting saved by Jesus one of those days. And this is the best decision I've ever made in my entire life. If there's somebody out there that is struggling to do something that they don't think they can do, it might take you a few years, but you can do it. I wanted to do this since I was 18. This is where I wanted to be. You can do it. I'm 24 now, but if you got something you want to do it, and God will help you. You just got to pray about it. You know what I mean? So I want to thank everybody up here, everybody in this staff, every one of y'all have, you just build bonds. And I can't explain the relationships. It's just something else. It's like a big family. It really is. It's a pretty big deal for me to be right here. I didn't think I could do it. So every one of y'all, I love y'all. I wanted to be an example for some of you younger guys. I know some of you older guys were an example for us. Y'all were the best example, elite staff, and super grateful to be here, and thank you.
This next guy apparently likes to eat ham sandwiches. I think he's trying to get swole, they say. So he's pretty swole already. He's a pretty good sized boy. Most likely to put protein powder on his ham sandwich, Troy DeFore.
Well,
First, I'd like to say thank you to all the instructors helping us push us through. Whenever we fell down, they were first to laugh at us, but they were right there to help us get back up. And I'd like to thank all the AFSA staff for making it run smoothly behind the scenes, and especially thank you to my family and all the sacrifices they had to make to get me here at this point. I don't show it enough, but thank you. Have a good night.
Okay, so the superlative we're about to read is the longest superlative in the history of Elite. This is basically a blog post we're about to read. But this particular guy, one of the things that to note, he's a very fast climber. And he's also started like a gazillion businesses, and he's done a lot of things. And he can do a lot of things well. And so, with that being said, most likely to catch a pole on fire, because he climbed really fast, then start a business to put the fire out, then start another business to replace the pole, then start yet another business to set the new replacement pole, and then host a meeting with the board of directors to analyze the business decisions that have been made. Caleb Newman.
We were given plenty of time to think about our speech, and I thought and couldn't come up with something that truly grasped the way Elite helped me and everyone else. And the way it's not just a school, it's a family, and the support that they have for us, and the way they taught us to love God and love one another and take life for what it is and make the best of it. Thank you, instructors. You guys have pushed us to be the best we can. And CDL guys, getting me my manual restriction taken off and helping everyone else out. And the staff, you guys, make everything work behind the scenes. And want to thank my family. You guys have brought me to where I am now. And I want to say I love you guys and see you guys later.
This next guy. Every day he'd come up with something. He'd say, Mr. Blake, I got a question. Mr. Blake, I got a question. Mr. Blake, I got a serious question. And I tried to answer all his questions the best I could, but they were never serious. Never. So most likely to say that this is a serious question, and it's not, Gage Autry.
You can't go anywhere just yet. You can go up here and stand and look pretty for a minute. So I get to finish what I started at the rodeo. So far we've done the funny superlatives, right? So we started some serious ones at the rodeo. So as I said at the rodeo, these guys right here, we gave them the opportunity to vote for the serious superlatives, okay? So just know that. And it's in agreement with us also. It makes it a lot easier when it comes from these guys that are even hang out after class together. They work at the CDL a lot together. They push each other, beyond what we can do once we get out of there at 5 o'clock and we go home. If they need us, they can call us, but it's these guys hanging out through the night. This guy, and a lot of this starts, these are the serious ones are really big for us because we need these guys to do what they do. Some of them you'll see that it's a natural thing that the superlative ends up being, but you always need the guy like Gage to get some of you, and you probably didn't realize it at the time, but you needed him pushing you, making light of a hard situation or just pushing you a little bit further than what you further above just that little bit of a hump to get you going, right? So times are hard in the climbing circle. You've always got this guy that's always funny, always going to say something funny, just to keep everybody encouraged, right?
Sir.
And everybody knew that, and it's really natural to a lot of people. So, guess what you got from your peer? You don't get to look at it, I tell you.
I don't know.
All right. So Gage Autry, most encouraging for class 27.
I knew they was going to say something about my questions. I thought they were pretty good questions, but I don't have much to say, but thank you for my family and friends, all the staff. I mean, I knew when Sophia got hired, I called Tanya so many times asking questions, you know, about my enrollment, and they made that so easy. Thank you to the instructors for everything they helped me through. I forgot what I was going to say. I'm just going to bring up something funny. So something about Alex I thought was pretty funny. Something that you can pull out of that pretty bad situation. I was crossing the road because I seen it happen, and I thought it was going to be pretty bad. And I threw my old S10 and freaking park on the fast lane. Shouldn't have done that because that thing ain't too fast. But I got over there, and I had to call somebody. And instead of calling 911, I called Ira. I don't know what I was thinking, but I appreciate all y'all. Y'all are like brothers to me. Y'all ain't friends, they're brothers. Never thought I could build a bond with somebody so close. 43 of y'all in 11 weeks. I appreciate all y'all. Thank you for everybody coming out.
Okay, so this guy, we come up with the superlatives. He actually helped with some of the superlatives. When we're in the room, they told a story about this guy. And when we come up with the superlative, I found myself doing an impression of him. And they thought it was pretty good. And I was like, and so we were going to do it. And then we decided not to do it. And so I talked to him today, and I said, listen, I got an impression of you. Can I do it at graduation? He said, let's hear it. And so I did it. But anyways, this guy was at the CDL lot, and, you know, this isn't to throw rocks at anybody, but, you know, sometimes in life we got to have a kick in the pants. You know, we need some motivation. There's a particular student that was needing some motivation in this moment, and he says to him, I can't push your car. You got to push your own car. I can't do this for you. So most likely to be a motivational speaker, Ryan Krass.
So my name's Keith. I work with the CDL instructors. And tonight, Ryan's going to get the CDL award from us. But I want to explain why. So I've been racking my brain all week. We give the CDL award out for a lot of different reasons. Sometimes it's the most motivating person, the person with the most days, the person with the most hours, the person who scores the highest on their test. Tonight, it's perseverance, right? So, continuing effort, right, to do something or to achieve something despite difficulties, obstacles, or failures. Ryan looked at me on a Wednesday and said, when I come back in here, on a Friday, he said, when I come back in here on Wednesday, I'm going to know my pre-trip. He knew his pre-trip. He scored 28 out of 30 for us. When he left that Wednesday, he said, when I come back Thursday, I am going to be able to do all these maneuvers. And then when he went and tested, he passed on his first time. So Ryan, congratulations, the CDL award. And Greystone Services, are you guys here? All right, right down here in the front. Greystone Services has given you a goodie bag. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. Don't let those guys, yeah, I know, right? Don't let those guys have it, all right? Congratulations, Ryan.
A little bit taller. I'm not gonna mention that part. There's a lot more people when I'm looking this way. So over these past 11 weeks, they went by a whole lot faster than I thought, and I wanted to thank all the people I went through this school with. I don't think I would have rather had anybody else go with me. I think everything went exactly how I wanted it to. I want to thank all of my climbing instructors. I don't think through their instruction, I was able to climb faster and better than I ever thought I would on day one on orientation. And I did want to thank all of my CDL instructors, because between you and me, for me personally, I am legally I'm legally blind in my left eye, which made me very nervous to do all the CDL tests. And I did tell them a little bit late in the game. I didn't mention it at first. That was something I'd waited a little bit. But I did end up being able to take my CDL test, and I passed my exam, and I have it in my wallet right now, so I did want to thank them for sticking with me through all of that. It meant a lot to me. And I want to thank everyone who works in the office. I know I asked a lot of questions about my paperwork, getting them while I was signing up, and I do appreciate all the help you've given me. And I just want to say, I want to thank you for everything I've been given. I hope I can see some of you someday on a crew. Or maybe I'll come back down to the South and we'll meet up again. But thank you.
Apparently, this next guy, I don't know if they have Steak and Shake where he's from. I don't know. I've never been there. I don't even know what a Biscoff milkshake is. But apparently, he gets one like every day. So, most likely to own a Steak and Shake franchise, Devin Blake.
All right. Yeah. Just stand up there and look pretty. You're all right.
We'll look like twins.
Yeah, almost. All right, so this one right here is, I mean, it tells itself. It usually ends up being a conversation with, along the way with some of us. They usually ask me, Blake, or Ira. Apparently, usually Ira more than me and Blake, but which is awesome. Just some questions. You can feel the questions coming on, and that's what we want. I mean, that's why the Lord started this thing through Waylon, is to have situations just like this where we can answer the questions we do. That's why we do what we do, right? So it gives them an opportunity to need us, and hopefully we can do them justice in answering the questions that they need. So this one right here is a big one. So most personal growth, Devin Blake.
I just want to say thank you to all my friends, family that helped get me through this. Goat House 301D, and everyone that came to Florida. That was awesome. It was my second time in Florida. Personal growth for me, a lot of ways came through faith. When I first came down to the South, I wasn't really too sure about how it all worked, if I'm being 100% honest with you. So coming down here, Ira and Blake played a huge role for me, teaching me how to pray, going to church a few times, and just being around all of you guys has really helped me understand what it's all about. So thank God for that. Mom, I know you're watching. I graduated. I passed 98.5. Same with my brother. I want to see you come here next. This is a great place. Everyone that I've met here is a great person, or if they weren't, they're better now for it. That's pretty much all I got, so thank you guys.
Okay, this guy, apparently, I learned all these fun facts helping come up with these superlatives. Either he knows how to fly an airplane or is learning to fly airplanes as we speak. Another thing, this has been said about him from the people that were in his interview room. They said, man, that guy could be president. Like, I mean, he's strike. And in the superlatives when we were coming up with, the students said this too. But the people in the interview had no idea. The students also thought this, but they said, man, this guy could be president. So, most likely to be the first president to fly Air Force One, Jeremiah Cogburn.
Colton set me up. There's no way in the world I'd fly an airplane with you, by the way. So this one here, it starts from in the climbing circle, really from orientation day. I mean, we start from orientation day. For us, it's huge right here, so we shake. You notice everybody shaking hands as they come down. So the first day, you shake hands. They meet us in the parking lot orientation day. They walk up the steps, and it ends up being a little bit awkward for a lot of people. So that first day starts some growth. Then we get in the climbing circle. It struggles a little bit. Then at that point in time, you got to start getting better, right? That's the goal for us. Struggle, push, and struggle. Push some more to get better, right? That's the goal. You're still not going to know everything when you get out there, but as long as you can figure out how you can absorb things and continue to grow on that, that's all that we ask for. So most improved, Jeremiah Cogburn.
So yeah, that first week of pole circle, definitely rough. I got up the pole, did not want to come down at all. Definitely caused Blake, Shane, and Ira to become more bald. I just want to thank all the office staff. Thank you for getting all my paperwork in, helping it be organized. And then the line instructors, Ira, Blake, Shane, y'all helped me out more than you guys know. And then to all my fellow brothers, I mean, I came in here, coming from Tennessee down to Georgia. It's a big rivalry, so scared about that, but go Vols. No, I seriously appreciate all y'all guys, and yeah, let's go make some money, boys.
Coming up here, Grandpa. Never really thought about this until I read this earlier. But apparently the guys in housing thought this dude was an undercover instructor to keep an eye on them, make sure they don't do stupid stuff when they're not at school. That is awesome. So most likely to be an undercover instructor, Mike Antonev.
So while you're getting out there getting ready, this one's an obvious. Obviously, he's the older guy, but you still need the older guys to keep, just to kind of lead and show. We can do what we try to do in the classroom and when we're there during the day, but it helps when you have somebody like Mike that goes through here, that's there in the evenings, through the weekends, to kind of help support, mentor, and do some of these, and help with some of the tasks that we do, or even just some questions they may have, showing little things. It's just the little things that go a long way from somebody that has some, this sounds off, has some age on them like Mike does. That sounded really bad. But it is what it is, right?
It is what it is.
And he done a really good job at doing that for all of y'all. And I hope y'all appreciate that so much. And I hope when you get the opportunity to be his age and get the opportunity to be in front of somebody, because you will, from this point forward, you will start teaching somebody else. Because the first day on the crew, the next day they might be somebody that's got less time than you, and then you become the Mike on that crew. You're going to start raising families. You're going to start doing all that kind of good stuff. So just remember how Mike treated y'all, how he acted, just the little things that he did. That way you can be yourself and do those things and help someone else grow like you should, right? So, best leader, Mike Antonavich. And also, so the Greystone Services guys, y'all stand up for me. So these, just to let y'all know, these guys came from up in the, we'll say the northeast area. I'm going to butcher everywhere they cover, but they were gracious enough to come down to give some support to these guys, because it's really hard to get in some avenues when you get up in the northern areas. So they came down. They gave a good gift for a couple of the guys to give with some of these superlatives. So that's where these guys from. So y'all give them a huge shout out for coming all the way down just to support these guys. Now you get 2 minutes worth, or 10 minutes, however you want.
Just a little quick background, maybe a quick story. A lot of people wonder why, at 44 years old, I did celebrate my birthday here, but at 44 years old, why I would, leave home, leave my wife, leave my daughter, and come down and do this. And it honestly was just kind of a stepping stone for me. I never meant to, kind of enjoy my time here, but it was supposed to be a stepping stone really to get a job with my local utility. Just wasn't getting any traction with it. I was working construction, and I was going to have the winter off, so I said, geez, it all seems to be falling in place. The timeline here was the timeline there, and everything worked out. But honestly, I really did very little research on the school itself. It was just more something to put on a resume. But when I got here and realized what the school was really all about and what amazing people there are here, I mean, I have never come across such a great group of people and staff, support staff, teachers, just all in one place. I mean, I've met a lot of really great people over the years, but this group here is probably the best group of people I've ever met together. These young men, even though I was not their age, I was an undercover boss. They just treated me like one of their own and didn't treat me like I was a lot older than them, which also helped me to kind of, in my mindset, more be like them and not to struggle with the physical side of things. And so that helped out a lot. And one thing that I didn't expect, I think it was maybe week 3 when we were climbing the 70, young man over here, Carter, came up to me and said, he goes, seeing you go up there at 44 years old climbing that 70, and he said, you're like a beacon of hope, which, it meant a lot. It meant a lot to me, because I never really came here to inspire anyone. It was just something that I needed to do for myself, or I thought I needed to do for myself just to further my career. But as it turns out, I actually inspired someone else. And that gave me a lot of pride to be that person. Also, these young men too, as everyone knows, at 45, almost any one of these boys could be my father, or I could be their father. And it's kind of hard to look at it both ways. I look at it as they're my peers, but then I'm old enough to be their dad. And so, you know, there's a lot of pride in these young men, what they are doing and what they will do. I mean, I'm basically looking at my next 20 years of work to provide for my family, but these guys really are the future of line work, and they're all going to do great. And it's a lot of really, really great guys right here in front of me. So I just want to thank everybody here at the school. It's hard to call out everybody individually. I didn't get a chance really to talk too much to the CDL guys. I came here with my CDL, but what little time I had to talk to them, I enjoyed anything I had. They're all a great group. Thanks to the line instructors, and thank you to Blake for letting us all be a part of the fellas that came and were a part of him and his family's baptism. That was a really great thing to be a part of. And you know, thank you to everyone, and then special thanks to David and Mark for doing our character development. Mark can't be here today; he's in the hospital, I believe, still. And then thank you for the Bible studies on Tuesday mornings, Matt and Jonas. Really appreciate them doing that. So also, thank you to my family, Mom and Dad, for everything they're doing back home. My mom's here tonight. Thank you for everything they're doing back home to hold down the fort for me. My mother and father-in-law as well, helping with my daughter. And thank you to my wife for letting me do this. Haven't seen her, and I saw her yesterday for the first time, her and my daughter, in 3 months. So it's been hard being away, but thank God for FaceTime. And special thanks to my best friend, fella right there. He's been my best buddy since I was 8 years old, and he lives right down in Alpharetta area. So it's about an hour and a half from here. So every weekend I wasn't around too much because I was spending a lot of time with him. And that was just a blessing too. So I appreciate everybody. Thank you very much.
All right, Mike's going around and he's giving his hugs and all that. And as he's coming down, we just want to say again, we are so proud of these guys, and I think you got to see that you should be very proud of them and everything you saw from them tonight. As Mike makes his way down, I'm going to ask all the students, please stand. And we'll let Mike get down here with you in just a second. And if y'all go ahead and turn around and face them. And I introduce to you Class 27 of the Elite Lineman Training Institute. Y'all give them a big hand. Y'all can all have a seat. I introduce Waylon Hastings.
I know y'all are ready to move and hungry, and I am too, and I'm not going to be really long. Had a story prepared, but man, how do you top that? Like, they asked me to do closing remarks. This is the closing remarks, man. What an incredible group. How you do it? I took a leap, and you know, Branson talked about that. It was scary. When I relive that, I can think about turning my notice in at that power company, and my heart racing. And you look at the impact, and all these guys reference this team. And most of you probably think that I've got some kind of gift of discernment to choose people. I don't even know what I'm doing now. And it's like God has put this whole team together, and he guides it because I have no idea what I'm doing. And for whatever reason, he's asked me to lead this organization, and I give it everything I got. But it is not me that can do this. It is not. It's not anything I prepared. But when these guys talk about coming to know Jesus, what more could you ask for in an organization? I am not up here to pull on your heartstrings. I'm not. I had a story I wanted to tell you, but there ain't a chance. After a night like tonight, man, you guys, a lot of you guys up here trying to hold back tears, I don't do it. Just let them go. Just let them go. We're going to close with prayer, and our entire team is going to be up here. And if you guys want to come, say hi and take some pictures or whatever, we'll be up here for you. I know you're hungry. I know you're tired. Or I know you're ready to get up and stretch your legs. I'm sorry if I pull on your heartstrings. One of the things that AI will never do is they'll never share a heart of authenticity like this team has. You cannot replace that. And I'm very grateful for that. Let's pray. We'll wrap the night up. Lord, we love you. I'm grateful. What an incredible night. I mean, I'm just so glad that you lead our organization, you guide our organization, and there are moments every single day and maybe even every single hour that we'll try to get in the way of what you've got planned out, and we'll try to take credit for it. And I know for me personally, I do that. And there's just no way. I don't have the capacity. I don't have the ability. And when those thoughts come through, for me personally, I always want to talk in third person and just say, because of what you've done, here we are. And I fail at that. And I don't pray a special favor for anyone under the sound of my voice. I just pray that you be with all of us. Just be with us. Lead and guide us. Tough times are coming. There's tough times behind us. There's tough times ahead of us. And you never said there wouldn't be any of those. They are. They're coming. And what you did say is you'd be right there with us. And we've walked through some of that stuff with these guys through this program. And I just pray that we'll be a light for you. And if they think of us when they're out working, and maybe it's 1 month from now, maybe it's 5 years from now, but my prayer is that if they need to chat with us, they would give us a call. They're always going to be a part of our family because you connected us to them. We always want you to get the glory and honor for anything that goes on in our lives, in our businesses, in our marriage, in our home. And we want to remember that you own it all, and we're here to manage it for you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thank you, guys.
Understanding in my heart, and you can see it on my face. Got a joy that sticks around when the days are hard, tells me I'll